and gentlemen, commencement is a special day for all of our graduates who will cross this stage. As a courtesy and in respect for one another, we ask you to please turn your cell phones off to silent mode. During the presentation of graduates, we encourage you to celebrate by cheering and applauding, but please be respectful of each other and those seated around you. Please remain until the conclusion of commencement. The commencement ceremony will begin now.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We are delighted that you have joined us today as a special guest of a member of the 2018 Spring Commencement graduating class. And now, the commencement ceremony will begin. The processional march will start with the doctoral graduates, who will be hooded and receiving the coveted PhD degree. Candidates will receive the Doctor of Philosophy degree from the Barbara Jordan Mickey Leland School of Public Affairs, the College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences, the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology, the Doctor of Education degree from the College of Education. The candidates are escorted by their dissertation advisors. The college deans are Dr. Theophilus Harrington, Dr. John Sapp, Dr. Shirlette Milton, and Dr. Lillian Potes. Next in line are candidates from the Thurgood Marshall School of Law. The law school hooded 248 candidates last night. These candidates will receive the Juris Doctorate degree and the Masters of Law degree. Dr. Gary Bledsoe is the acting dean. Next in line are candidates from the College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. "116 candidates will receive the Doctor of Pharmacy entry-level degree, known as the PharmD degree. Bestowed with distinguishing honors are 9 summa cum laude honorees, 17 magna cum laude honorees, and 34 cum laude honorees. Dr. Shirlette Milton is the interim dean. Next in line are 209 candidates from the graduate school. These candidates are receiving the Master of Arts degree in Communication, English, History, Psychology, and Sociology, the Executive Master of Administration of Justice, the Executive Master of Business Administration, the Master of Business Administration, the Master of Education in Counseling of Education, Curriculum and Instruction, and Educational Administration. The Executive Master of Public Administration degree and the Master of Public Administration. The Master of Science degree in Administration of Justice, Biology, Chemistry, Computer Science, Environmental Toxicology, Healthcare Administration, Health and Kinesiology, Human Services and Consumer Science, Management Information Systems, Sport Studies and Sport Leadership, Transportation Planning and Management, the Master of Urban Planning and Environmental Policy. The school dean is Dr. Gregory Maddox. Next in line are 43 candidates from the College of Education who will receive the Bachelor of Science degree in Health Studies, Interdisciplinary Studies, Kinesiology, and Sport Management. Bestowed with distinguishing honors are 1 summa cum laude honoree, 6 magna cum laude honorees, and 14 cum laude honorees. Dr. Lillian B. Potes is the college dean. Next in line are 52 candidates from the Barbara Jordan Mickey Leland School of Public Affairs. These candidates will be receiving the Bachelor of Arts degree in Political Science and the Bachelor of Science degree in Emergency Management and Homeland Security and Public Affairs. Bestowed with distinguishing honors are 1 summa cum laude honoree, 4 magna cum laude honorees, and 8 cum laude honorees. Dr. Theophilus Harrington is the acting dean. Next in line are 73 candidates who will receive the Bachelor of Science degree from the College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences in Clinical Laboratory, Environmental Health, Health Administration, Health Information Management, and Respiratory Therapy. Bestowed with distinguishing honors are 3 summa cum laude honorees, 10 magna cum laude honorees, and 17 cum laude honorees. Dr. Shirlette Milton is the college interim dean. The candidates for the varying degrees have now marched to their seats. Now entering the arena are the distinguished members of the university faculty that comprise the 8 degree-granting colleges and schools comprising the university. Our faculty hold terminal degrees from some of the most prestigious universities in the world. They continue to demonstrate their commitment to excellence in education by giving of themselves, their talents, their time, and their resources to nurture all students that enter the doors of this excellent university. Our faculty demonstrate a love of learning by continuing to engage students in applied research and technology. We salute our dynamic and distinguished faculty. Following our dedicated faculty members is the Commencement Chief Marshal, Dr. James Cunningham, leading the university officials and platform party. The lineup includes the President Cabinet members, the class valedictorian and salutatorian, the academic college deans, members of the Board of Regents, and the commencement speaker, Mr. Roland Martin. Next in line is the University Mace Bearer, Dr. Jason Obey. Now, please salute the 12th President of Texas Southern University, Dr. Austin A. Lane.
You may be seated, and good morning. Well, I'm going to also maybe hit the reset button for just a moment. This is going to be one of two commencement ceremonies this morning, but for all of the parents and the family members that are in the stands, you were a little too quiet when your loved ones walked in the door. So we're going to try this again because I know many of you have been waiting on this day for a long time. Is that about right? Yeah, there you go. That's right. So this is definitely the time to celebrate. We like to say here at TSU, the sun is always shining, and we obviously have some humidity this morning. I see folks that are fanning themselves. But for the graduates that are here, I want you to do one thing for me. Find your loved one in the audience right now. Just look around and wave at them. There you go. We want to make sure that you take a mental photo of your loved ones. I know they spent a lot of time trying to make sure they got you through Texas Southern University. Well, I have the distinct pleasure and honor as serving as the 12th president of Texas Southern University. I want to welcome all of you to the Spring 2018 commencement ceremony. And as I mentioned earlier, we have two ceremonies today because one ceremony is just we don't have a large enough facility to do that. And so hopefully you all got in okay and you're parked okay, and we are just honored to have you here. On behalf of all of our 10,000 plus students, our faculty, our staff, the alums, I know we have several alums in the audience with us this morning. Welcome back, welcome home. And then my wife, Lauren Lane, we just welcome you back. We welcome you here to Texas Southern University. We're going to now have you please stand for the playing of the national anthem, followed by the singing of the Black American National Anthem performed by the University Concert Band. The directors are Mr. Clarence Gibson and Mr. Christopher Gray. Afterwards, Dr. Thomas Freeman. Let's give a big round of applause for Dr. Freeman. Dr. Thomas Freeman will deliver the invocation following the anthems. Round of applause. Great job. You may be seated. I love it. I love it. This commencement celebrates the accomplishments of the university's spring 2018 graduates. It's always a day of rejoicing when we have over 1,213 students that all have success stories. They worked very hard to get to this point. Let's give them a big round of applause again for getting there. A lot of the folks that you see on stage behind me, the folks that you see around the gymnasium, have all been here to support the students. That's our number one goal, is to support our students. Student success and completion. Students come first. They've all been here to support, but we also have folks that you don't always see because they're hard at work and we don't pay them. And that's our Board of Regents. And so this morning, you could welcome our chairman, Chairman the Honorable Glenn Lewis, to the stand or to the podium. Please join me in welcoming him to the podium. He's going to give it. Before we do that, Dr. Freeman will give the invocation.
Proverbs. Wisdom is the principal thing, therefore get wisdom. And in all thy getting, get understanding. Let us pray. Eternal Spirit of truth, goodness and mercy, we beseech thee that thou wouldst look down with us upon thy favor as we gather to commemorate the achievement of our students. Grant that the deliberations of this hour may serve to reinforce the desire of these students as they go forward to achieve the best. This is our humble prayer, O Lord. Amen.
Thank you, Dr. Freeman. Thank you for starting us out this morning. Chairman Lewis.
Thank you, Dr. Lane, our honored guests, and members of the platform, and most of all, to the class of 2018 at Texas Southern University. Welcome. It is my honor to welcome you once again as a member of the Board of Regents, as chairman of the Board of Regents, and I want to recognize my colleagues here. We have Regent Sarah Montanoni from right here in Houston, Texas. We have Regent Oliver Bell. Y'all have to stand up. Yeah, y'all have to stand up. You can't just wait. You guys stand up. And we have one of our newest regents from Austin, Texas, Mr. Hassan Mack. We all congratulate you on your perseverance and your hard work, and I'd like to thank the Texas Southern University faculty for their unwavering commitment to and dedication to our students. Now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome someone who is no stranger to Texas Southern University, our Congresswoman, the Honorable SHEILA Jackson Lee from the 18th District of Texas.
I'm reminded of some of our faith associations when we hear that preacher or pastor said early one morning. And I want to congratulate all of you who are here because this is early one morning. But what a joyful morning this is. To our chairman of the Board of the Regents and the Regents who have gathered here today, to our distinguished president and to all of the faculty and administrators, who have shown their love and continuing effort for the importance of education, to the man that I gave the Phoenix Award at the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation, the highest award that the Congressional Black Caucus could ever give, to Dr. Freeman, who is a special treasure not only for the university but for this nation. Give him a very big hand, please. And to this class, as I have continuously emphasized in my brief words as I have visited with classes for any number of years, this is a moment in history, for no one can tell your story, what mountain you climb, what valley you cross. This is your day. This is a day of celebration. And so I leave you simply in this 50th commemoration of the assassination of Dr. King, for which we do not celebrate the assassination. We celebrate, in fact, that he lived. And as I look at this historically black college and its history, and the eons of diverse persons here and families and those who may have come as immigrants, I know that the dream lives on in Texas Southern University. And so my message is to you. In the 50th commemoration of the Kerner Report, which those of you who know that study or read it or Google it, you will know that they indicated in 1968 that we were two nations, one equal and unequal. And as we have found today, as I sit in the United States Congress on the House Judiciary Committee, fighting for the right kind of criminal justice reform, the right kind of prison reform, I understand the words of Dr. King, and I say them to you. Be a servant leader, and whatever your walk of life, be one that walks in justice and change. You are change agents. And to the family members, as I thank you, because we would not be where we are if we did not have your shoulder to stand on. These words are for you as Dr. King spoke to that crowd as they began to do the bus boycott because Rosa Parks sat down so that Martin could walk and Jesse could run. He said, if we are wrong, the Constitution of the United States is wrong. And if we are wrong, justice is a lie. The Constitution lives and justice lives in you. And so my entreat to all of you, as you leave this place, do not leave its values. Be servant leaders. Stand on that mountaintop. And we know that our societies who be followed, your leadership will rise in justice like the phoenix. God bless all of you, and God bless your future, and God bless the United States of America. Allow me for a moment to honor my friend who you will hear. And even though he is a hometown native young man, with his school and his high school just a few blocks away or across the street, the great Jack Yates, he is the nation's opinion maker. I honor him and respect him for the service that he's given, not to one group of people, but as a truth sayer to the nation. And I'd like to present Roland Martin at this time a United States congressional resolution that acknowledges him for his service to the nation and giving us the truth when we may not want to hear it. Would you give a hand for your to-be speaker, Roland Martin? Mr. Regent, please come. Chairman. Come on, Glenn. Fellow Alpha brother. Absolutely.
You know, gotta have a little youth group in here. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you.
Love you.
How about another round of applause for our Congresswoman, SHEILA Jackson Lee? She's everywhere. We were last night, I think we left the event we attended at about 11 o'clock at night, but she is all over the place. We appreciate her so much. We will now have a musical selection by the University Choir under the direction of Dr. Tony McNeil.
I'm gonna sing till the Spirit moves in my heart. I'm gonna sing till the Spirit moves in my heart. And I'm gonna sing till the Spirit moves in my heart. I'm gonna sing till Jesus comes. I'm gonna sing, oh my Jesus, 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 till He comes. Sing, oh my Jesus, 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 oh my Jesus. Till He comes. It was grace, oh yes, that brought me. It was grace, oh yes, that taught me. It was grace, oh yes, that kept me. And it's grace that will lead me home. Hallelujah. I'm gonna pray, oh my Jesus, 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 oh my Jesus. Can you feel the Spirit move? Can you feel it move? Can you feel it move? Can you feel it move? I'm gonna shout out my Jesus, oh 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 my Jesus, till He comes. I'm gonna shout till the Spirit moves in my heart. I'm gonna sing till my Jesus, till He comes. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me round, turn me round, turn me round. Ain't gonna let nobody turn me round. Keep on walking, keep on talking, marching up to freedom land. Ain't gonna let white supremacy turn me round, turn me round, turn me round. Ain't gonna let white supremacy turn me round. Keep on walking, keep on talking, marching up to freedom land. Ain't gonna let racism turn me round, turn me round, turn me round. Ain't gonna let racism turn me round. Keep on walking, keep on talking, 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 marching up to freedom land.
I bet you didn't think we were going to wake you up with that song this morning, did you? Wow, that's another round of applause. Great job. Great job. As they leave the stage, give them a big round of applause. Great job. Graduation Day is a monumental occasion, for it marks the close of this segment of your academic path. Today, we celebrate 1,213 graduates that all have stories. All have stories. Yeah, give them a round of applause. Please join me in welcoming the platform participants, and if you could hold your applause until we get through each of them. And please stand as I call your name if you're on the platform. Dr. Kendall Harris, Provost and Vice President for Academic Affairs. Mr. Roland Martin, Keynote Speaker. Dr. James Cunningham, Commencement Chief Marshal. Dr. Jason Obi, Mace Bearer. Our academic deans, if you could all please stand, we will actually be introducing them individually later in the program, but if you could please stand and be recognized. The presentation of the graduates and also joining us is Dr. Thomas Freeman, Distinguished Professor, Dr. Diane Jemison Pollard, Dean of the Thomas F. Freeman Honors College, Dr. J. Kenyatta Cavill, Faculty Senate Chair, Ms. Marilyn Square, University Registrar, Mr. Brian Armstrong, Executive Director for Outreach and Engagement, Mr. Keith Scott, TSU National Alumni Association President, Mr. Reginald King, Assistant Registrar, Mr. Darrell Singleton, Commencement Announcer. And now I'd like to introduce the baccalaureate degree class salutatorian, Mr. T. Wynn. Is Mr. T. Wynn here? T. Wynn. Ton, is he here? Oh, Miss, sorry, Miss is here. Welcome. And we have, she is graduating with a Bachelor of Science degree in Aviation Science Management with summa cum laude honors from the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology. Has a 3.94 grade point average. Please, big round of applause for that. The baccalaureate degree class valedictorian graduating with summa cum laude honors is Omakefe Kanasa Iborime. Big round of applause there. Receiving a Bachelor of Science degree in Computer Science from the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology with a 3.95 grade point average. Big round of applause there. Great job. We congratulate and salute these students on their amazing accomplishments. So everyone else, please take your seat. Thank you so much. I'd also like to recognize some members of the cabinet that are here this morning. Mr. Kenneth Hewitt, our Vice President for Administration and Finance. Dr. Raphael Moffitt, our Vice President for Student Services. Ms. Melinda Spaulding, Vice President for University Advancement. Our attorney, Cheryl Cash, is the Interim General Counsel. Mr. Wendell Williams, Special Assistant to the President. And Ms. Heidi Smith, Chief of Staff. If you can give them all a big round of applause. It is my pleasure to recognize one group that makes TSU, really makes up the heart and soul of TSU. I say there are really two groups that do this. One, students. Obviously, the students, you are the heart and soul of TSU. We've been marketing that and branding that all over the place. There's another group, and I mentioned to this group at the State of the University about a week ago, and said that no one ever remembers the president. You won't remember me 20 years from now. You will remember the faculty member that made the difference in your life. So if you can please join me, all the students, the parents and loved ones, in really recognizing and celebrating our faculty for being here this morning. Let's give them a big round of applause. They got you to this point. Thank you all. Yeah, please stand, faculty. Thank you. Our student leaders are also present today. Our Student Government Association president, and if you were at the Maroon and Gray Affair, he was front and center. He did a fantastic job in representing the students, but here today he is representing all of the students. If you could give him a round of applause, Mr. Aaron Davis. Miss TSU, LaShawn Ham. A big round of applause. Mr. TSU, Orlando Sutton Jr. And special thanks to our alumni for supporting this great event. I know we have alums that are all over. Keith, where's Keith, our TSU National Alumni Association? If you could please stand, I want to personally recognize Keith. Is Keith here? He's back there somewhere. Let's give him a big round of applause. He's doing a great job. This ceremony would not be complete until this special group is recognized So please join me, and we said this earlier, the special group, and I want our students to please stand for just a moment. Give your loved ones another big round of applause for getting you to this point. Show them how much you love them. There you go. Great job. I'd also like to thank members of the Commencement Committee for planning this great event. On a more serious note, if you could please join me in just a brief moment of silence. This year, unfortunately, we've had some losses here at the university. Losses that have really staggered some of our faculty, some of our staff, and some of our students. So I want to take this moment just to have a moment of silence. Thank you. I want to bring to the podium our Dean of the Honors College, Dean Jemison Pollard. Please give her a round of applause.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is my pleasure to introduce our commencement speaker, who is a Houston native and who has taken the world by storm through his work as a television, print, radio journalist, speaker, advocate, host, family man, author, and a social media influencer. Our speaker's extensive bio is in the program, and it gives you the scope and reach of his success. And we are proud to say his roots are right here in 3rd Ward. Please help me welcome home your 2018 Spring Commencement speaker, Mr. Roland Sebastian Martin.
Appreciate it. Thanks a bunch. Appreciate it. All right, how we doing? That's it? How we doing? All right, I'm glad to be here. Glad to see all of you here. It's always a great day on Commencement Day because all your prayers have been answered. Some of y'all got that look like, Lord, I never thought I'd get to this day. I can tell. Big shout out to President Lane, of course, chair of the board, Glenn Lewis, my fellow Alpha brother. Sorry, President Lane, you couldn't get in. It's all right. Kappa's all right, nice little youth group, but I appreciate that. Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee, thank you so very much. Glad to see you as well. My man, Dr. Freeman, what's happening? Good seeing you. Looking like Moses. Good to see you, and also everybody else on the stage. But it is a little too quiet in this place. I mean, this is my 15th commencement speech, and folks talk about it solemn, and I appreciate all of that. And of course, I did graduate from Jack Yates, and I was quite familiar having to hear TSU as we were practicing. I was in the band as well. So I appreciate y'all symphonic music. I played the symphony band as well. But if I'm gonna speak at a black college, can I get some funk? So I appreciate symphonic, but I need to hear a little Ocean of Soul while I'm here. So I need y'all to crank this up, because like in church, they have an A and B selection. I need y'all to have an A selection for an alpha. So come on, let's do this thing right. Let's go. If you think I'm lying, I need something funky. Come on. Let's go. Put that symphonic music up. I need something funky. on, y'all can get up if you want to. It's called graduation. I can talk now. It was way too quiet in here. I thought I was at my alma mater, Texas A&M, for a second. All right, now it's better. So again, glad to be here, glad to see all of you here. Let me get right to the point. Folks were asking me last night, they were like, what you gonna talk about? I'm like, I ain't decided. I don't write speeches, I just tell them how much time to give me. Then they text me, they said, you got 10 minutes. I said, y'all lost y'all mind. But as I was coming over here, driving, I thought about this great line from the movie Black Panther. And it was the line from when King T'Challa, when he was challenged as king, and his mama, being as black as she was, said, show him who you are. So let me change it up a bit to the graduates. So I should title this, anytime you talk to this many black people, you got to title your speech. So let me tag my text. Now, the person next to you don't know what tag your text means. That means they ain't never been to a black church. So lean over and say, tag your text means this. So let me tag this text, show them who you are. A few weeks ago, a friend of mine, we were talking about the Starbucks incident in Pennsylvania, and he said to me, well, Roland, the reality is in America, black folks, we start life on probation. And I understood his point, but that was simply something I could not accept. Because we are living in a world where you can be two brothers with a real estate company and get arrested at a Starbucks. You can be a black student at Yale who's napping and they call the cops. Now the ladies, some black folks are barbecuing in a park and this woman called the cops. Now, what is a park for other than barbecuing by the lake? And so we live in a world where blackness is always challenged. And see, when you are challenged, you've got to be prepared for that fight. So for a lot of us, we've gone through life and we've grown up and folks have said, oh, you do all the right things and you act right, dress right, get your education, everything will be well. But that simply is not the story for many of us in America. It has not been the story for many of us for 398 and a half years. It has not been the story since 20-odd Africans arrived in Virginia in 1619. It has not been the story of 243 years of slavery, 12 years of Reconstruction, 92 years of Jim Crow. It has not been our story. And I know there's some folks who are sitting in the audience who are saying, well, but I'm not black. Yeah, you might not be black, but you know what that black-like experience feels like. And so sometimes you have to understand that you may have all the credentials in the world, but there still are going to be folks who will question whether you are up to the job. As a young woman named Stephanie Lampkin, she graduated from Stanford and she got her MBA from MIT. And I was interviewing her a few weeks ago, and she said when she went out in the job world, she said people were still saying she didn't have the right credentials. She said, now, I don't know what more could you have if I went to Stanford and MIT and somehow I'm still not good enough. And so the reality is we are going to face those type of challenges, and there are some people who simply will wilt under the pressure because they have not prepared themselves for battle. Now, see, you've gone through 4, 5, 6, some of y'all on that 7, 8-year plan. I understand, but long as you got here today. Nine, 10. If you pass 10, we just gonna just give you something to go back home. And so you've gone through this experience and you've been baptized by fire, and do understand that just because you now going to be handed a degree does not mean your fighting days are over. See, some of y'all had to fight just to get to this campus. And let's be honest, some of y'all had to fight some very folk who are sitting in the audience cheering you today who may not have wanted you to come here. See, if y'all really want to be honest, I know just you may not nod your head because they watching, but just say silently, say, you ain't lying. You may have had to fight some fellow students to find your way in the classroom with faculty as well. But the reality is, the beauty of when you have to fight for something, it causes you to appreciate it, and it makes you tougher, and it makes you better. And so when you leave here today, do understand you are going to have to deal with that, and there are going to be some people who will challenge you no matter how great your credentials are. A few weeks ago, I was on ABC This Week with George Stephanopoulos, and we were debating something crazy Trump said. And Anthony Scaramucci, they call him the Mooch. I said, I ain't in high school. Your name Anthony. So we were debating, and I brought up something that he said about Trump a couple of years ago, and he said, well, you know, he came at me like I'm about to come after you. Now, I don't know who he thought he was talking to. And on live television, I looked him dead in his eye and I said, try it. And I repeated, try it. For the rest of the segment, he was thrown off. We went to the break. I said, Anthony, you clearly did not do your homework on me. I said, next time you come after me, go to YouTube first to see who you dealing with. See, I say that because, see, I'm not scared to do battle because, see, when folks want to come after me, oh, don't get it twisted. You might question where I went to school. You might question where I grew up. But see, but you can't question the knowledge mom and daddy put in my head and prepared me for this battle. And whether you are black, whether you're Latino, whether you are Asian, whether you're Native American, you are going to have those moments in your career, in your life, when you are going to have to look somebody in the eye and you're going to have to say, try it. But see, you can't say try it if you ain't ready for the battle. See, that's the mistake some folks make. Some folks get into a fight who can't fight. That's the one who should just be quiet. But I need you to understand that you are going to come up against resistance in your career, and you are going to have to lean on all of your training and what you have been put through in order to pass that test. It's going to happen in your job. It's going to happen in your marriage. It's going to happen in your family. It's going to happen in every facet of your life. And you must always remember that no matter what you are going to face, you have the capacity to always win. See, they'll look at you and let me just be real honest. There are going to be some folks who are going to say, well, what school did you finish from? And they will question your credentials. Oh, and some of y'all might be saying, oh, well, you talking about face white folks. No, there will be some black folks who will question your credentials. And see, that's the moment when you say, question my credentials, but you can't question my work ethic, you can't question my knowledge, you can't question my experience, and I'm about to show you what I'm all about. See, when you are in a battle, it don't matter what all the talking is about. It's what happens when the battle is over, who's standing and who's lying down. See, that's why in Black Panther, the king's mama says, show them who you are. Because what she was really saying is, I know what you're made of. See, I birthed you, and I know what you've been through. Show them what you're made of. And see, you are going to have to do the exact same thing. You're going to have to be in a position where you have to show somebody what you're made of, show somebody that you know how to do the job, and then when you beat them, look them in the eye and say, I told you I got this. And do understand that it doesn't matter at what level your career is. See, even though I might be a professional journalist 25 years and 4 Image Awards, interviewed 4 U.S. presidents and has sat at the table of the White House and done all these things, there's still people who will somehow question whether I can do a job. And see, I don't have to recite my resume. I said, fine, I will happily show you what I can do. And there's no greater satisfaction when someone challenges you in life and then you show them exactly what you know, what you can do, and then all they can do is say, job well done. Now, the haters may not even say that, but when they walk away, that's really what that says, job well done. Now, you can do like I do. You can laugh at them. You can smile on their face. But I want you to understand that as you leave this place, you are going to have to gird yourself for that battle. See, the other day I was watching a video of Congresswoman Maxine Waters, and she was on the floor of the House, and they were debating a bill dealing with discrimination in the automobile industry, and Mike Kelly of Pennsylvania stood up to tell her, let's stop talking about discrimination, let's make America great again. And they have this, so what's that thing y'all have, Congresswoman, where y'all got to like, to let the other person talk? Yeah, it's a yield. She's like, no, I'm not yielding 1 minute to you. And I need you to understand that you may have to be in a position where you can't yield any moment, any time to those who are opposing you, those who are fighting you, those who are challenging you, and you've got to have something on the inside to say, not today will I yield a moment to you. See, we've all been through that. Every person on this stage, I guarantee you, has one of those stories when somebody tried them and challenged them, and they had to show them who exactly they are. And when you are faced with that, all you can lean on is what you have been trained, what you have been taught. And when that moment comes, that's when you understand that everything that you went through was for that particular moment in time. Because you at that moment will look somebody in the eye and you will say, if you want to challenge me, try me, but it may not end well. And the reason I'm trying to get you to understand how you have to have a warrior spirit, because you will go through this life, and don't think just because we're in 2018 and we somehow, a lot of things have changed, that you will not have to face the same issues when it comes to housing, when it comes to where you work, when it comes to employment, because America is still America. We might sing the Star-Spangled Banner, they lift every voice and sing, but you are still dealing with America in 2018. And America has changed, but America hasn't changed that much. Which means that I need you to be the generation that is going to assume the mantle to actually change America to look like the country it is on paper, but not the country it actually is in reality. Because see, I need you to understand that by the year 2043, we will be a majority people of color country, and many of you by that time will be 43 and 44 and 45 and 46, and you will be the leaders of America by 2043. I need you to understand that you have been prepared for this moment in time to lead America into a new destiny, into a new time, and you must assume the leadership to do it, because if not you, then who else is going to do it? The folks on this stage have had their moment, you are actually the future. You are the ones who are going to be running corporations, running universities, running schools, running small businesses. You are the ones who are going to be teaching the next generation. That means you must be fully prepared to stand up and willing to face down every challenge that comes your way. And if you are unwilling to do that, I suggest you step aside and make way for somebody who has the courage and the tenacity to want to do it. The time has come when this generation must rise up and look America in the eye and say, no longer will we accept the way you have treated us for the last 398 and a half years. We are going to create a new America for our children and our children's children, and everything that you do will be for creating a new world, which means that you must be thinking today about your legacy beyond your life. Everything I do every day is not about me. It's not about winning awards. It's about how am I preparing my children's children for this world. When I'm talking on television and radio and writing, I'm talking trying to change a world for our children's children. Because it makes no sense for our children's children to be dealing with the same stuff that we have been dealing with in this world. No, it is your job, your responsibility to say, I am willing to change this world, and I am going to accept that challenge. And if I've got to show you who I am, then that's what I'm going to do. So when you come across this stage, and when you pick up your degree, and when you take your pictures, and when you have your party, and when you take off those shoes that are hurting your feet, and when you take this robe off, I want you to understand that you are going to walk out of here, and I need you to have a fighting spirit. I need you to have a warrior spirit. And I need you to walk out of here prepared to do battle at every turn, because if we stand here today and talk about Heman Sweat and Fannie Lou Hamer and Hosea Williams and Constance Baker Motley and Dr. King and Reverend Ralph Abernathy and talk about James Farmer and talk about Ida B. Wells Barnett and talk about Frederick Douglass and Sojourner Truth and Harriet Tubman, you are the rightful heirs to those individuals who have come before us to make today possible. And when somebody dare says, what are you willing to do? How hard are you going to fight? Say the same thing my frat brother Bertner Woodson Tandy said, we will fight until hell freezes over, and then we will fight on the ice.
You got the message. Show them who you are. Show them who you are. All right, we will now have a musical selection by the University Concert Band under the direction of Mr. Clarence Gibson. And for the graduates, I don't know if I'm sure you were taping this or doing something with it, but to have Roland Martin come back home and give those words to you, that's pretty inspiring. So let's give him another big round of applause and thank him for being here. And Roland, we appreciate you, appreciate the work that you're doing. And I had no idea you had talked and conspired with our band director to pull that off. So that's a great job if you did that. So Gibson, you ready? All right. Great job. You know, I'd be remiss if I didn't take this time, and definitely for my wife, I want to say Happy Mother's Day, but what a great gift to give your mother. How about a round of applause for all the mothers that are here on the Mother's Day weekend? Students, you gave them a great gift. This is great. Now, we want to highlight, or this is the highlight of the ceremony. It's the moment you've all been waiting for. That's right, with showtime. Provost Harris and the academic deans will present the Spring 2018 graduating candidates. Provost Harris.
President Lane, members of the Board of Regents, administrators, deans, faculty, and guests, I am honored to present our Spring 2018 candidates for graduation and announce the conferring of their degrees. Through hard work and determination, these candidates have accomplished an educational milestone. University tradition is to announce our graduates' name and give them the well-deserved honor to walk across this stage and to be recognized as graduates of Texas Southern University. In recognition of their academic achievement and membership in various campus organizations, please note candidates who are wearing colorful stoles and cards. To be officially inducted into Texas Southern University National Alumni Association, our request is for all candidates to remain until the conclusion of the ceremony. President Lane, the deans will present their candidates for this morning. This afternoon, we will have Dr. John Williams from the School of Business and Dr. Maureen Ardine from the School of Communication. Dean Harrington.
Good morning. I am Dr. Theophilus Harrington, Acting Dean of the Barbara Jordan Mickey-Leland School of Public Affairs. I present our candidates for the conferral of the Doctor of Philosophy and the undergraduate Bachelor of Arts and Science degree.
Good morning. I am Dr. Charlotte Milton, Interim Dean of the College of Pharmacy and Health Sciences. I present the school candidates for the conferral of the Doctor of Philosophy degree, the Doctor of Pharmacy degree, and the undergraduate Bachelor of Science degrees.
Good morning. I'm Dr. John Sapp, Interim Dean of the College of Science, Engineering, and Technology. I present the college candidate for the conferral of the Doctor of Philosophy degree.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Lillian Potes, Dean of the College of Education. I present to you our candidates for the conferral of the Doctor of Education degree and the undergraduate Bachelor of Science degree.
Good morning. I'm Dr. Gary Bledsoe, Acting Dean for the Thurgood Marshall School of Law. I present our candidates for the conferral of the Juris Doctor degree.
Good morning. Gregory Maddox, Dean of the Graduate School. I present the candidates for the various master's degrees offered by the university.
Thank you, Deans. President Lane, upon recommendation from the faculty and approval by the Dean, these candidates have successfully completed all the courses of study and research for their various degrees in their respective colleges and schools. It is now my great privilege as provost of this university to present them to you for the conferral of said degrees.
Provost Harris, deans, faculty, and administrators, I accept the recommendations of the colleges and schools by virtue of the authority vested in me by the Board of Regents of Texas Southern University. I confer upon these candidates the degrees for which they are qualified with all of the rights, honors, and privileges thereunto appertaining at Texas Southern University.
The conferring of the degrees will begin. Marshals, please escort the candidates to the stage.
I got it.
Ngazi Justina Ihe. Candace Janae Cooper. Courtney Renee Blake. Joy Dawn Thomas. Orlando Paul Milton, Jr. Jamar Proctor. Felicia Davis Sterling. Reginald Harris. Taylor Victoria Mason. Cesar Roberto Mata. Myra Alicia Stanton. Valerie Shanice Castillo. Alexander Michael Menchaca. Jose Olivares III. Bethany Ann Allen. Alex Chalk. Lauren Marie Esparza. Victor Moya III. Alisa Roche Harris. Lakeisha Leanne Walton. Sarah Marie Givara. Danielle Renee Garcia. Countess Deneen Dudley. Mariah Glenn Miles. Marcus Dwayne Esther. Marshawn Shabri Williams. Brandon Ellis Watson Collins. Shanta Antoinette Adams. Sierra Shamika Williams. Iwojima Emmanuel Imalolo. Shanice Teresa Pommels. Tamara Jaquette Foster. Ariel Leanne Mills. Jasmine Antonio Jordan. Chelsea Dion Thomas. Brandon Devon Hawkins. Amber K. Walker. Stahili Muhammad. Preston D. Strickland. Charles Ife Oriafo. Cyril Onieko. Clotis Lorene Pradia Williams. Ashley Simone Smith. Afala Elaine Aka. Vanessa Ori Imba. Javon Keenan Artis. Nakia Jean. Bushra Maman. Farida Hamdi Alam. Annie Wong. Moshe Yvette Phillips. Imani Danielle Alexander. Brianna Judith Guzman. Nati Ku Maiva Gaji. Naitika Maivia Gage. Nesla Rodmond. Matthew Barber. Peter Rodriguez Avila. Lindsay Leah Miller. Herman Acevado. Paul Forrest Williams. Jibby James. Eileen Zayin Chan. Danielle Antoinette Simmons. Xaviera Pascal Joko Mikuvgrim. Stephanie Nguyen. Theresa Thuy Dung Bui. Benhoon Hao. Viviana Trevi Nguyen. Trong Nguyen. V. Lynn Nguyen. Kevin Oscar Klausner. Lynn Nguyen. Jason Allen Montgomery. Duck Huan Mai. Lin Hoang. Helen Aryen Mi. Mabella Tamang Bang. Wendy Aching Odiek. Julian Ndike Ezekiele. Emily Welsh. Wen Lee Trung. Angelina Zamora Tolofson. Tyrone Tyree Moye. Adiola Falan. Oleyi Joseph Akandi. Eric Gustavo Zelaya. Maxwell Mensah. Clement Imaka Ezebweki Nuoso. David Martin Corona. Dale Rajan. Dat Ba Nguyen. Lisbeth Hernandez. Derek Hernandez. Masuma Gori. Hanan Khalid Lub. Yasim Hussein Arastu. Sheba Lino Samuel. Anna Alexander. V. Nguyen. Fung Nguyen. Abria Yvonne Ash. Henry Yee. Nicole Hokwin Ka. Q Ho. Donbo Nguyen. Ko Min Tri. Fung Tan Lee. Tuyen Tai Nguyen. An Thieu. Anthony Tan Deep. Nak Nguyen. Juan Nguyen. Kwa Ho. Annie Fan. Erica Na Lee. Lee. Jonathan Lee. Vanessa Akpojiwowi. Candace Cook. Aisha Kazim. Jessica Okambor. Lillian Njoku. Chisum Ijakam. Njeka Ogafubu. Susan Amuneke. Ahuna Ukebu. Angeline Williams. Mikal Hige. Crystal Aladoum. Raymond Ahawe Jr. Fomu Gloria Anagwam. Keyshawn Lynn Haynes Benton. Jasmine McKinney. Jasmine Cornelius. Javon Prophet. Trisha Lee. Bradley Njoku. Maggie Von Vu. Harry Wynn. Chinyelu Juliet Nzwugu. Felicia Ugochukwu. Florence Mba. Mabuba Muzumu Matuvu. Miranda Ijwa Fominyen.
Jessica Allen. Elisha Pendleton. Veronica Hicks. Monique. Lynetta Dickens. Alina Jones. Tasha Soberikan. Ali Dafar Al-Sheri. Goodson Quentin Powell. Billy Rosenberg. Larry James. Quintali Latiffany Reynolds. Grady Johnson. Tanya Admira Pace. Mian Williams Bryant. Latricia Stallings. Lenora Jeanette Jones Smith. Corey Cooper Sweat. Brandon Rashad Thomas. Miyenyene Overshan. Elise Bianca McCaffrey. Emily Ann Morales. Porchetta Scales. Alfred Whittington. Yada Holton. Christina Trevino. Sierra Walton. Amber Williams. Rhonda Gordon. Stephen Antonio Wade. Janice Marie Bunton. Daphne Priscilla Brown-Jack. Sylvia Lee Carter. Ashley Hall. Brittany Elise Brown. Zara Adnan Alsai. Frankie Bannister. Christian Eloy Rodriguez. Rukayat Lasisi. Tori Holmes. Robel Omega Tokrure. Ashley Renee Rags. Ivan Jesus Suarez. Reem Darwish. Desiree Gregg. Kayla Cameron. Corey Hill. Chloe Therese Thibodeau. Glenda Higgins. Michaela Brianne Johnson. Janae Ayana Boudwin. Tishu Lynn Garden. Randolph Jones. Latoya Denise Jones. Felicia Renee Davis. Kareem K.G. Grant. William Ammons Jr. Shekana Lynette Carter. Sheila Antoinette Taylor. Jacqueline Elizabeth McDade. Barry Allen Brown. Candice Rose Bryant. Samuel Protel Maxwell. Rodney Wayne Bass. Jamal Rashad Shelton. Dwayne Devontae Washington. Eric Tyrell II. Sherelle Nicole Ross. Tunmis Thomas Ayula. Blaine Williams Sr. Army Lakeista Parker. Sierra Monique Liggins. Dylan Saunier. Tan Ke Lee. Shikia Rogers. Aubrey Brandon Conley. Andrea Elaine Daniels. Ashley Marie Belton. Reginald Wayne Greer. Braxton Jermaine Johnson. Joel Douglas Edwards. Jawar Khaled Albarak. Alam Mohammed Al-Qasir. Reem Yusuf Alali. Manal Mohammed Al-Shaya. Rindle Harrell. Ivan Patience Mutabasi. Ogor Grace Okosun. Syed Rashid Ali Shah. Daniel Segun Olusa. Amos Osman Boudrum. Reginald Guidry. Anthony Harris. Kelly Shigale Caro. Erica Nicole Ridu. Wanis Wa. Rashad Newsom. Alicia Vanett Grant. Ariel Harper. Nikita Kittrell. Franklin Wegunju Kigwe. Daryl Patrick Shepard Jr. Carmen Bartice Scott. William Jones. Anthony Dion Drake. Armand Pryor. Christopher Parker. Rashonda Lenice Bonham. Samiri Hashi Debnam. Megan Tillman. Elizabeth Johnson. You Elizabeth? Portia Simone Harris. Joyce Marie Williams. Shannon Ariana Henderson. B. Luis Phillips. Jennifer Graves. Shamaya Brooks. Consuela Raquel Lindsay. Shakira Hunt. Trishelle Monet Dukes. Chili Agunana. Tiffany Schelling. Oshafara Thomas. Joseph Okuwarume. Lynn Tina Thomas. Dominique Lynn Duncan. Deja Kiana. Alexia Starr Thomas. Rosalind Egbadume. Cameron Nikayla Idela Sharice Franklin. Germanelle Nicole Parolan. Ruthie Rochelle Neblet. Seymour Wiles. Ryan Seymour Wiles. Babawale Oluwadimolola Sawyer. Felix Egwan. Farron Cochran. Jasmine Janae Marshall. Tatiana Deepus Smith. Jordan Perry. Jordan Perry. Okay, that's next. I already called your name. Farron Cochran. Jasmine Marshall. I don't have it to pass. Anna DePass Smith. Ophelia Wary. Stephen McKidd Dwayne Nelson. Terrence John Bolton. Nasser Al-Doseri. Mohammed Amir. Mohanad Bakri. Janae Winston. Latoya Thorns. Shantae Walters. Shantae Walters. Sierra Nakia Cooper. Donald Cooper. Rayford Richardson. Rayma Waneri. Trey Dominique Adams. Tiana Ho. Sultan Al-Harbi. Sultan Mohsen Al-Shamari. Bassam Faihan Al-Mutairi. Pavankumar Vemulapali. Nuruddin Babatunde Elegbede. Collins Odiachi. Annapurneshwari Naveen. Farkana Ajani. Nicole Alexandra Smith. Leandra Roderick. Shamaya Manette Lindsay. Shatara Brian Peavy. Nathaniel Lamont Bell. Christopher Smith. Ishiku Tiwana McLean. Ricky Davis. Jessica Lynn Murray. Jordan Stanley. Angel Arturo Corona. Enoch Culliver. Bralisha Lamani Evans. Glenicia Lene Robinson. Angela Perez. Tiara Johnson. Angelica McCrae. Jessica Jasmine Joubert. LaDeja Tremaine Evans. Jamisa Gail Conway. Giovanna Harrell. Frederica Aubrey. Tiara Henry. Shikarizan Zuri Blanks Keys. Rume Obojo. Alexandria Nicole Bocard. Cassandra Skinner. Kenya Monet Clay. Eugene Garrett. Kevin Lavelle Scott. Lamont Walker. Candace Janae Davis Ponce. Xabria Latasia Hughes. Jalen Raquel Joyce Bennett. Terrell Ladarius Perry. Terrell Ladarius Perry. DeMarcus Laniel Walker. Horace LeBlanc III. Cameron James Dukes. Ricardo Urbano. Fabio Rafael Gonzalez. Carter Jefferson. Anisha Brooks. Jersale Munn. Eureka Blackman. Floyd Jermaine Johnson. Michael Smith. Nicole Delilah Tucker. Lauren Nicole Rodriguez.
Ragad Hassan Al-Shablan. Aisha Ba. Destiny Sharday Roberson. Archie Lee Rice III. Reginald Wayne Brown. Kayla Annette Brown. Dominique Yvonne Springfield. Kanisha Trayvon Davis. Jasmine Danielle Hall. cum laude. Jade Bismarck, magna cum laude. Anthony Ray Collier, magna cum laude. Anna Sanchez. Altramise Roshan Banks. Erica Renee Bridges. Kiara Lachey Dominique. Hamoud Sal Al-Kahaldi. Sahad Adi Al-Mutari. Ashley Monet Lachey Daniels. Julius Quintara Rochelle Deadman. LaShanta Mayberry, cum laude. SHEILA Lauren Holmes. Demontre Rashad Terrell, cum laude. Zetrick Lovan Marvez. Brianna Nicole Mitchell, cum laude. Whitney Paulette Roberts. Nora Alzawale, magna cum laude. Tiffany Lucille Lieser. Eric Glenn. Ahmad Ala-Oklay. Saad Al-Sabeh, cum laude. Trey Matthew Brown. Dari Hester. Deborah Ann DePriest. Satam Mansour Al-Faleh. Galen Stefan Caldwell. Ali Rashid Al-Kobesi. Patsy Chu. Robert Daniel King. Stefan Jamal Jones. DeAndre James Slocum. Tally Sakasa. Ahmad Isaac Francis. Latara Rochelle Hudson. Quinice Lavette Booker. Sarah Louise Okpomo, cum laude. Deborah Elaine Fearon, cum laude. Rakia Anisa Muhammad.
Chad Zeno Jr. Sunny Nguyen. Kevin Way Banks. Markyla Brooks Harrison. Nafisa Abu. Fatima Ali Al-Dawood. Fatima Sulaiman Al-Musa. Olayemi Odina. SHEILA Martinique Dixon. Brianne Zoe Dimbe. Farah Enos Ali. Morgan Annette McDonald. Jakesha Manene Hughes. Raisha Nicole Cook. Mary Pe Inamiraiwan. Didi Chidume. Lateria Martin. Kiana Stovall. Franklina Tebow. Lashante Tenise Holden. Luck Sivigam. Kanan Oyishailam. Derek Ellison. John Opeyemi Fadimiyore. Christopher Waddle. Corbin Burton. Dayanara Browder. Brianna Simone Williams. Chidi Inbamalu. Chikoze Wokine. Carolyn Olise. Jasmine Brown. April Porter. Dominique Demond Pierce. Omar Vincencio. Leila Ahmed Almuosa. Abrar Dafir Al-Shere. Leila Faoud Al-Badr. Abdurrahman Abdullah Al-Mari. Hassan Saud Al-Mutairi. Ali Mohammed Takroni. Naira Rodriguez Hernandez. Jason Barnes. Fyron Bichelle Guilford. Raven Simone Proctor. Yasmin Shaimia Laws. Alice Hawkins. Jonisha Christine Elizabeth Valer. Turki Fahad Al-Saban. Asma Saeed Al-Dawood. Amena Maki Al-Mshama. Kautar Mansur Zain Al-Din. Ayat Mohammed Al-Hamid. Didiamaka Owechimi. V. Wynn. Brittany James. Mohammed Yusuf Nawab. Troish A. Carter. Peter Ama Mancho. Carissa Joyce Ricks. Melanisa Araril Stewart. Tiara Nicole Arthur. Zandria Ozioma Achime. Jasmine Cornelius.
Will all of our graduates please rise? It is a long-standing tradition that after receiving a post-secondary degree, the graduate tassels is moved from the right side to the left side. Graduates, please move your tassels to the left. President Lane, Board of Regents, administrators, faculty, and guests, I present to you the marvelous 2018 class of Texas Southern University.
I think we officially have a chant from somebody's family up here. I don't know what they're saying, but it sounds good. Sounds good. Graduates, all the family members that are here, thank you so much for staying the course. You guys can have a seat. We're going to welcome you. You're now alumni of the university, so we're going to have our Alumni Association president come forward, Keith Scott. You will come forward and welcome all of these graduates. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. To President Austin Lane, the VP of Alumni Relations, Connie Cochran, and on behalf of the National Alumni Association, congratulations to the 2018 Texas Southern University graduates, which is the heart and soul of North America. Are you ready to take the pledge? If so, please reference your program and repeat after me. Well, actually, let's say this in unison. Please stand. Are you ready? We, the alumni of Texas Southern University, pledge ourselves to uphold the principles and the ideals for which she stands, and to move forward with our alma mater, in vanguard of its educational, cultural, and economic progress. Congratulations. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, please stand. Now we will sing our alma mater, followed by the recession. The recession will begin, pay close attention. The recession will begin with the platform party, followed by the graduates. Please help us in our mission of celebrating our graduates in the next ceremony. We encourage you to join your graduates outside of the arena, and thanks for celebrating with us today. May God bless you all. Now we would have the alma mater. The 2018 spring ceremony is finally history.